Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about iOS 14.5. This is a huge update coming to iOS 14 and it will be released to the public very soon. So in this video, I will show you guys some of the most important things that you need to know regarding iOS 14.5 before you install it on your device. Now, another really important thing is the like button on this video. That helps this channel a lot, so make sure you smash that like button. Alright, first of all, we're talking about some of the really important features that are coming to iOS 14.5 that you actually might not need at all because you need certain things for those to work. First of all, we're talking about unlocking your iPhone with Face ID while wearing a mask. For that, you will need to have an Apple Watch, and then you can enable that feature from here. So you go to settings, Face ID and passcode, and enable unlock with Apple Watch. But not just that, you will need to set up your Apple Watch. In order to work, you will actually need to first have, of course, your watch connected to your iPhone, and then make sure that you have a passcode enabled on your Apple Watch. Not just that, you also need Wi-Fi to be turned on your Apple Watch, and you first need, of course, to enter the passcode manually in order for that feature to be enabled. So it's not that easy to do that. Of course, it's not that complicated, but you need to follow these steps. And again, don't think that you can do that with without an Apple Watch. You actually need an Apple Watch to unlock your iPhone while wearing a mask. Another thing that we thought was a big new feature on iOS 14 is the ability to choose your default music app. And you can see right here, people thought they can do that with Siri. So when you ask Siri to actually play a song, it will ask you where you want to play it. Now, some users just mentioned that you can basically choose here one of the players and that will turn into your default player on iOS. That's not the case, and this has been confirmed by Apple. You cannot choose your default music player. Apple, basically Siri will just ask you where you want to play that, but again, your default will be, of course, the music app of iOS. So that's not a new feature on iOS 14.5. If you have seen that floating around the internet, just know that that won't come with iOS 14.5. Right now, you can only choose email and the browser to change as the default apps. Now, of course, maybe with iOS 15 we will get this feature, but it won't be on this update. Of course, there will also be a lot of bugs on this update. I've seen a few of them, I've experienced a few of them myself, and I've seen people report on Reddit a ton of different bugs. And of course, it's kind of sad being on iOS 14.5 and it's gone through 8 betas already, and it still has some of the same bugs that Apple probably doesn't even care about. So here under wallpaper, this is one that bothers me a lot. So you can see if I go to the home screen here, I have the battery widget, but when I go here, you can see the preview of the home screen. It's actually blurred. I don't know why, and it doesn't show the widget at all. That's really bothering for me. Another thing is here, when I go to the app library, a lot of times I don't get the keyboard at all. I will have to go back and get out of the app library and go back there to see the keyboard. A lot of times it doesn't appear at all, and I've seen other people report this as well. Now, another one with the new feature unlocking your iPhone using your Apple Watch while wearing a mask. If you have your AirPods connected, AirPods Pro or AirPods Max, you will notice like a stutter or a brief disconnect from the Bluetooth from the AirPods when your device is being unlocked with your Apple Watch. Now, of course, this probably has to do something with the Bluetooth connectivity, but it's kind of annoying having that. And another thing that I've experienced is with Facebook. Of course, this is probably a bug that Facebook needs maybe to update their app to be working with iOS 14.5, but I've noticed that the Facebook notifications don't actually work. They come, but when I get a notification, I try to view it on the lock screen, or I just drag it from here and I don't see anything, is just blank. I will have to go into the app to actually view that notification. So there are a ton of different bugs. Of course, not all the bugs are the same for all devices. That of course will change on different devices, but there are quite a lot of annoying bugs that I have experienced myself with this update. Moving on to battery life. Now, being on 14.5 and all that, of course, you can expect the battery life to be really good. Right here, iPhone 12 Pro Max, Not that good actually. This is probably the worst battery life I've gotten on this device since I got it. I got it with iOS 14.2, I believe, then we went on to 14.3 and 14.4, now 14.5. I know it's beta, but it's beta 8, and this is probably the same build, or basically the same build that will go out to the public, or maybe even they will tweak something, but there's no time to make like a huge change. So battery life, not that good. I can say it's slightly worse than iOS 14.4. I don't know why, maybe because all of the new features and changes that Apple has applied with this new update, but don't actually expect to have a great battery life with iOS 14.5. Now moving on to performance overall is good. Of course, here is a new device and we are on 14.5 now, and it should be good. Right here we have scores from Geekbench. So here we have the one from iOS 14.4. So we have the single core score 1602, and we have basically the same 1605 here on iOS 14.5. This is beta 8. And then going back, we have here the multi-core score. Now right here we can see an improvement with the new iOS 14.5. So we have 4125 on iOS 14.4. This was the official iOS 14.4, and then we have here 4235 on the multi-core score with iOS 14.5. So a slight improvement there. Overall, the performance is quite good. You can expect that being so like late on iOS 14, and now we are almost to the first beta of iOS 15, and this may be the last big update coming to iOS 14 before we get the first beta of iOS 15. Moving on to the release date of iOS 14.5, if you're waiting for this update, this will come in 2 days from now. So on Tuesday, Apple is holding their event, their spring-loaded event, and we will probably see iOS 14.5 getting released that day after the event. If that doesn't happen, they might release the RC version of iOS 14.5 that day, and then release the update to the public right off a day before they release the new products to the public. That's what happens with Apple on September when they release the new iPhones. They release the update a day before the devices go on shipping, of course. Now we can expect that to happen this week as well, or they might just release that update on Tuesday. The reason I'm saying this is because they haven't released an RC version yet, so we can expect them to do that before actually releasing it to the public. We'll have to wait and see for that, but you can see that iOS 14.5 is really close, and it packs a ton of new features and changes. So of course the question is whether should you update or not to this new update. Now, of course, it is really important to always update. You will get a ton of fixes, security improvements, and all that. And of course, with this one, iOS 14.5, you also get a ton of new features. As I said, I have a list. There are probably like 60 to 70 new features and changes that you will find, and some of them are the really big features, like the feature to unlock with your Apple Watch. You will get more than 200 new emojis. I know a lot of people are waiting for that. So overall, a very important update. So that's basically it for this video, guys. These are the things that you need to know regarding iOS 14.5 before you can install it on your device. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.